Bitcoin revisited its local high of $38,000 this week. Does that mean it's time for a pullback, or is this consolidation before the next pump? On this week's episode of Token Trader TV, we'll talk about the Web3 headlines that are affecting the market. We'll analyze the crypto charts to see if we can determine what direction things are going to go. We'll talk about how cash flows in crypto with Joshua Jake, and we'll look at how 52-week highs can indicate super performance. But first, a disclaimer. In case you're wondering, who is this clown? My name is Kalen Huntress, and I am an amateur. This is not advice. It's entertainment, and hopefully education. Do your own research, make good choices, and be skeptical. The whole reason I'm doing these videos is because my kids want to learn how to trade tokens for a profit. So I'm going to teach them, and if you like, you can come along with us. The big news this week was all the green in the crypto market. CryptoBubbles.net said that this was the first green month in a long time. And if you go to CryptoBubbles.net, each one of these bubbles has the size and the direction of each token based on the color and the size of the bubble. And you can sort this by the week, by the month, by the day, by the hour, so you can see what's moving right now. I love their filters. Right now I'm looking at the top 100 movers of the hour, but I can go down to the top 600 or just the ones that are listed on my exchange to see, to search for good trades. Now, there was some really great news out of BlackRock because they filed for an Ethereum ETF. And as you probably know, a lot of this Bitcoin pump that's happening right now is because we know their spot Bitcoin ETF is coming soon. And they filed for an Ethereum ETF, which pumped the price of Ethereum. People on investigators on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, found filings in the state of Delaware for the Ethereum Trust. And some people put on the registration website in Delaware as if they were BlackRock, something called the iShares XRP Trust. And so it spiked the price of XRP. According to Cointelegraph, XRP jumps, then dumps on faked BlackRock's XRP Trust filing. So take a look at this hourly chart. Look at the volume on XRP, and I can't even fit the whole candle on here. It was just massive. Now, I'll confess, I got caught in this. I saw the breaking news and I thought, I'm going to hop on this train while it's early, and I lost a few bucks. So be skeptical and verify your sources. Some people thought, well, does this mean the Ethereum ETF is even legit? And it has been confirmed that's totally legit. Also confirmed this week is PancakeSwap is launching a gaming marketplace. As reported by theblock.co, PancakeSwap is the second largest DeFi protocol after Uniswap, and they're now going to launch a gaming marketplace so developers can build and deploy Web3 games and game assets like NFTs. NFTs are big in Decentraland, and Decentraland, powered by the Mana token, is having a festival, a music festival this week. And you can see the site map, all the different stages they have, and they have different bands playing at different hours. They sent this GIF in their newsletter this week. I love the visual richness of Decentraland. I just wish the tech wasn't so clunky. If you've been in there, then you know. But what's neat is that you can buy NFTs and attach them to your avatar, and so it's a really innovative use of blockchain technology. Another innovative use is coming to institutions. According to Decrypt.co, JP Morgan's Onyx taps Avalanche for tokenized funds, and AVAX, the Avalanche token, jumped 14% on the news, and it's been climbing since this has been published. There's a good breakdown on why this happened from CryptoHeme on X. He says JP Morgan's revolutionary crypto move. They're tokenizing funds for blockchain integration. Not just any blockchain, Joe, though. They're using Avalanche's subnets. And he has a thread on why Avalanche's subnets are so bullish, but I love this graphic that he shared because it demonstrates visually how fund managers can use these subnets of the Avalanche blockchain to interface with portfolio managers. And it gives a level of decentralization in that transition of funds. And so this is really good news, seeing institutions move more into the crypto space, because that's going to bring big volume. Now, with volume brings price hikes, and a lot of people are asking, is Solana the next big thing? They hit 52-week highs this week, but what I found really interesting in the Web3 Academy newsletter this week, they shared this chart of week by week how Ethereum and Solana have performed over time. The purple line is Solana, which is shorter, and the blue line is Ethereum, which is longer. And they both had this initial spike that followed by a retrace, and then Ethereum had this huge spike up. They went from $400 to $4,000. And maybe we can expect the same with Solana. So they're big bulls on Solana at Web3 Academy. I really like their newsletter. It's at w3academy.io. I highly recommend it. So if you'd like to know why Solana pumped after Bitcoin and Ethereum did, Joshua Jake is going to explain to you how cash flows in crypto.
But here's what you need to know. This is the flow of money into crypto, and it is the same thing every single time. And until Ethereum or any crypto breaks away from Bitcoin, it's not going to change. How this works is the United States dollar flows into Bitcoin. When Bitcoin starts to pump, that money is then flowing into Ethereum. This could be because of market sentiment, people getting more bullish on altcoins and speculating on cryptos that are not Bitcoin. It could be due to the fact that a lot of the crypto in this market is a trading pair against Bitcoin. So more volume and liquidity in Bitcoin means more volume and liquidity into the rest of the crypto. But then from Ethereum, it generally flows into large caps. Now, this is from 2017. This is now, in my opinion, both large caps and mid caps, really your top 100 projects. And finally, once you see your renders, your Caspas, your Solanas, your Cardanos, whatever decides to pump, you then get an altcoin season, which is going to be all of your low caps, probably under $300 million, all the way down to a few million. This is where you then get your VC pump and dumps, which is 99% of those tokens, and then you're going to get your meme coin season. VC pumps, for you guys that don't know, are all the large to mid caps that probably have anywhere between $100 to $500 million in funding, but just didn't launch because it was a bear market and they were just waiting to time the market. That's what's pumps in this alt season right here. Now, understanding that flow, stop trying to time this market. Time in the market always beats timing the market, and now we can actually prove this.
So I really like his explanation of the flow of capital in crypto. And you can see it if you've been in crypto for long enough that Bitcoin pumps and then Ethereum pumps and then the large caps and then the shit coins are pumping, which is kind of where we are right now. And if you understand that that's the flow of capital, you can position your trades to catch those waves as they come in. So now let's look at the charts. Bitcoin this week, it came down to 34.5. It went up to 38 and then it pulled back again. This was where I took my short. When it revisited, it hit a double top. It did that same spot again. And I was looking at the indicators at the RSI, the MACD, and the Bollinger Bands, and that gave me confluence. All three of those said, we're probably going to go down here. So I took a short trade and closed it out when it hit the moving average here for a nice tidy profit. Ethereum had a similar progression this week, but it had that initial pump because of the BlackRock news. And so that's why it had this enormous candle. It went from 1880 all the way up to a high of 2140. It was just a massive move for Ethereum. Usually the bigger tokens don't have the drastic moves. Usually it's the smaller tokens that do because they have the smaller market cap and more room to expand. And that was what we saw with Solana. Solana had a fantastic week. I mean, it was flirting above $60 a number of times. And now it seems to be hitting some resistance. And so you can sort of see this progression that Joshua Jake was talking about. Bitcoin goes up first, then Ethereum, and then Solana. And now if you look on crypto bubbles, a lot of the bigger, greener ones are the smaller cap coins because of that flow of cash that he was talking about. The big winner this week, though, was Avalanche. Avalanche had a massive move. A lot of this was because of the JP Morgan news, but also because the price hasn't really been moving up on Avalanche for a while. And it's got a great community and lots of people really excited about it. And now I know a lot of people are looking at this and thinking, well, Avalanche is at highs now. I want to get in, but I'm going to wait for a pullback. And that's usually a mistake, according to Mark Minervini, who is the author of a book called Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard: How to Achieve Super Performance in Every Market. Now, Mark Minervini wrote this book. It published in 2013. And so he was writing it in 2012 and before, after a 30-year career in stocks. So this might be one of the last purely stock speculative books, because after this book was written, Bitcoin became a new speculative asset. And so there's no crypto in here. What I like about it is it's got a lot of psychology, and he talks about this concept called super performance. Lots of great quotes from legendary traders in here. And he talks about super performance. This is what he trades for, is to find super performance trends. He says the majority of super performance stocks already had periods of outperformance in terms of fundamentals as well as technical action before they made their biggest gains. More than 90% of super performance stocks began their phenomenal price surges as the general market came out of a correction or a bear market. Sound familiar? We're kind of doing the same thing in crypto right now, coming out of a bear market. And he has a lot of charts in here. You know, they're kind of ancient by TradingView standards, but he demonstrates this super performance phenomenon. He says there's 4 phases that every asset goes through. There's consolidation in stage 1, and then super performance in stage 2, where it's just in this huge uptrend. And then it consolidates in stage 3 and then retracts in stage 4. And time again, you can see this stage 1 followed by super performance in stage 2, consolidation in stage 3, and retract in stage 4. And he's got the template that he uses for this trend. You can pause this video if you want to read the conditions that he uses to achieve super performance in every market. And he gave a quote that made me think of Avalanche and Solana this week from Jesse Livermore in 1930. He said, "Let us say that a new stock has been listed in the last 2 or 3 years and its high was 20 or any other figure, and that such a price was made 2 or 3 years ago. If something favorable happens in connection with the company, as the stock starts upward, usually it is a safe place to buy the minute it touches a brand new high." So this is Avalanche on the monthly chart. And you can see this month we're halfway through the month and it's already got this huge candlestick. It's going above the moving average and it's higher than it's been since August of 2022. So 14 months, these are new highs. Is it a bad time to get in because you're waiting for a retrace? According to Jesse Livermore and Mark Minervini, this might be a great time if what you want is to achieve super performance. You can see in TradingView any tokens that have reached their 52-week high, but it's a little hard to find. I'm going to go up into the menu and I'm going to go to markets and then go to crypto and then go to all coins. And it's going to show you a chart of all the coins, but this isn't what we want to see. You actually have to scroll to the right. This is not intuitive. So where it says all coins, right next to it is total value locked, ranked, gainers and losers. Those are interesting to look at. But if you go all the way to the end, you can find 52-week high and 52-week low. And this is really good to keep an eye on because if there's anything that has hit its 52-week high, it could be a good candidate for super performance. So I know it's been a weird time with the world on fire for degens to say crypto is pumping, we are so back. But that's what's been happening. It's been an exciting time in the crypto market. And I want to know what you think. After you subscribe to this channel and like this video, leave a comment and answer me this question. Can Solana go 10x in 2024? Leave a comment and let me know if you think that we're about to enter a phase of super performance. See you next time.